Kita nontonin orang dulu nih guys. Nice. Masuk sih. Kocak ini ya. Apa nih, Cing? Nggak bisa reload, Cok. Gelap, Cing. Cing, ini baru masuk tadi. Center gimana ya? Main apa nih cing? Masih hidup sih. Mati sih. Wih, kaget banget. Ini atas, bro. Oh, ternyata. Mantap. Mati lu. Mati lu. Itu, Cok, belakangmu, Cok. Itu semak-semak tuh. Ya, dikejar. Ya. Ya. Itu. Hmm. Bawah. Orang ke bawah, guys. Ayo lo, reload. Lari. Mati. Yang kesini lagi kocak. Alah udah lah. Tiga, dua, satu. Ya elah, game apa sih ini?
아, 구슬까지 가져가고 있는 팀 시크릿. 자, C를 버려두고 B 쪽에 접근해주고 있는 폭신아인입니다.
장막 컨트롤로 계속 압박을 해주는데 팀 시크릿이 주도권을 안 잃으려고 이거 그냥 계속 싸웁니다.
그러면 전에까지 피해망상으로 지웠고
이러면은 장막 턴이 넘어갔기 때문에 지르지는 못해요 DRX가.
Really being diligent about this. They're expecting some kind of trap to be sprung on them. If they go, this is going to be tougher, I think, if they go B. They're not going to realize it, but
30 seconds left.
There we go. 30 seconds left, though. Paint shells well timed by Jeremy. Sheriff shot fired off as well. Bane, pinpoint headshot coming in. Doesn't quite swap over to the Sheriff, and his right clicks will work out. Now picks up the Sheriff. He's going John Wick. Jesse Vash not quite able to fight back as Bane kills 3 men with a pencil.
and that's another pistol round. Flawless pistols for DRX today in terms of their round score on it. Haven't dropped a single one, and now they're gonna. Are they really gonna grab like a bunch of rifles? Are they they're just going all in here? Like it looked like they were really gonna try to swing this game, try to end it, try to throw that knockout blow onto Team Secret. Bane, so tricky, great movement, making it hard to find those right clicks. Stacks is getting into it, he's fired up. Yeah, 3 rifles and then a Sheriff and a Ghost for DRX. Really interesting purchase. You don't see this too often from them. Usually it's like Bulldogs and some other stuff. Feeling confident, feeling like they can close the door on this map.
I really wonder why. You still want to respect Team Secret, never know. Especially what if they force. Of course, right now it's just Jeremy on the Sheriff, but for the time being, DRX feeling confident in their choices. Even in the previous round, getting a good sense for things. Jesse gets all of this delicious information right now, pulls out the Titan Mail Mace.
They have no idea. He slipped by the turret.
That's it. All right, first pick. Bane answers back with the Vandal.
Here.
When in doubt, Bane is on Rubble.
There we go. That's what the Duelist Omen players do, but Borkum now comes back in for a bit of a right click. Envy getting taken out too. Mako still pretty much in control of it with his snake bites. Forces them off the defuse. Got Bane just here to support as well. Going for a bit of a tap. Secondary dark cover coming out.
One enemy remaining.
What we got to do is just continue to spray. Peek out at the right time. Good amount of weapons taken away from DRX though.
Yeah, this isn't the end of the world. They're able to keep 2 of the Vandals, but, you know, Jesse maybe could have got a little bit more value, but just did not expect Bane to be up there. Great lurk by him. Again, he's been so good at that this year in particular, like especially on this map, right? How many times have we seen him just completely bamboozle his opponents and get these great kills? Yeah, well, he's no doubt about that. He's smart.
That's it. I do think, like, economically speaking, because, you know, a couple of players from before on DRX were on those pistols, they're able to buy back up a little bit, making this round pretty competitive for Team Secret. DRX looking to secure yet another bonus.
And if you push Team Secret off this round, they're on an eco. So you can see the methodology that DRX is working with in these anti-eco buys, and how they've been able to bank up even still a ton of money. And who knows, Bane's got a From the Shadows. You could play around with that potentially a little bit, try to get into the back, get into their heads. A B hit maybe, and it's completely read by Team Secret so far. Let's see if this is going to be a commit or if they're going to maybe shift towards C and shift towards the door. The turret there. It's got to give you
now.
Yeah. But does DRX know?
Mako,
They figured it out.
Mako might just call for that C.
He does.
Yeah, door opened. Now it's going to be NDG quickly rushing over, trying to keep them at bay, but there's not much that he can do. If they plant out in the open for him, then he might be able to spray them down, but nah, these days, going for that plant up around the stairs. Perfect snake bite, direct impact. but that's, you know, just a little bit of chip damage.
I'd love to see Bane TP behind them when they try to make the retake. I think that would be just so funny to watch.
Okay. All right, a little bit of paranoia. Buzz on the other side, watching for those peaks. Stacks and Buzz, the mainstays, taking what is theirs. It's DRX 10-5.
Don't even need a TP. Just a solid hold by the guys on the site. Bane just watching the off angle to see if there's any lurkers, and there are not. This is just so clean.
We've seen this sort of approach from DRX a couple of rounds now, especially on the second half, where they create a bit of presence on one site, cut noise, start to rotate over. Even if Team Secret gets a bit of a read, they make the quick move to, you know, head over onto C.
Yeah, and I mean, Stax is making some really good calls here today. That decision to move off of B after they got the turret contact, and of course it helps that Mako's kind of taking a little bit of space as well, but still, the coordination, the communication looking really, really solid for DRX.
Still, yes, fundamental DRX stuff, and I gotta say, you know, it's Stax IGL, maybe a bit of credit to Coach Termy, but everyone's playing their part, and that's always textbook DRX Valorant styles.
Exactly. This is, again, if there's anything Termy's good at, it's getting people into the right positions to try to do their jobs.
Do their job.
Yeah, I mean, again, like holding crossfires, you know, putting your utility in the right places.
Truly.
All that stuff is certainly superb at. And Bane's, you know, been around the team long enough, he has a pretty good idea as well.
Prospects.
Oh my god, Stax.
Okay, okay. Vash able to keep them away for a second. Jeremy with the classic actually connecting onto Foxy. Borkum says, no, you're not going to go through Link. Envy now with the Sheriff, a double connection. Only a bit of a trade, and that's going to be the thrifty win for Team Secret. Something that we did not expect. I don't think DRX expected it either.
It's a massive, massive thrifty for Team Secret. They desperately needed that. They're able to kind of bait DRX into these close quarter battles.
Wow.
They're able to put Stinger, the classics, to good use. The Sheriffs as well. Not ready for Envy to be tucked into that corner at all. So a good repeat, a good comeback for Team Secret. Let's see if they can get something rolling. First 3 rounds of the half were not great. We'll try to set up a push, but yeah, they're able to get the Omen into the rubble position, and DRX is really turning up the pace.
Okay, Buzz has made his way through. Slipped right underneath them. Tries to deliver the uppercut, but NDG shuts him down instead. Perfectly read. And then as we come back into it, it's going to be Foxy9 going in for a couple more. They're relentlessly pushing forward into the C site. Jeremy answers back with a bit of a showstopper as well. Jesse Vash falling off of it. Picks up the head of Bane. Now it's all down to Foxy9 and 1-on-2, and with 2 players staring down his barrel, not quite able to push past it.
There we go, Jesse. That's looking good. That was some snappy shooting from the veteran. And now it seems like Team Secret's starting to get a read on things. DRX tried to change up the tempo. I don't mind this call at all from DRX, but it's just handled so well. You know, NDG on point, quick backup to help him out. Jesse there to clean up the job. So certainly timeout warranted, I think, for DRX to try to reassess things a little bit, try to get their heads back in the game, just a skosh, as we like to say where I'm from, which means a little. It's a very Midwestern kind of dialect.
Skosh.
A skosh.
How'd you spell that?
I have no, you know what? I actually have no idea, dude.
S-K-O-S-H, perhaps. But relentless, I mean, regardless, excuse me, it is just DRX right now pretty much having a good plan for the second half. Team Secret able to fight back for a second, and then wanting to definitely close things out. The timeout has been called.
And a good time for one, for sure. Try to see if you can maybe find a way to punish some of this, you know, early A aggression that Team Secret's been doing, just like they were doing. You know, maybe something like that. You're really close to a couple ultimates.
That's right. Yeah. If they can go towards those alt points, alt orbs.
You can get like 2 alts online if you can work the map a little bit here.
There's all that utility, just all thrown in towards Rubble. DRX hears it, and they're like, no, we're just gonna go straight to B.
Oh,
Buzz,
Jesse.
good idea on the pathing, but unfortunately, as the lands, it's gonna be Jesse Vash takes him down instead. A little bit more prepared for this one. Even with the game plan, even with the ecos, DRX not quite able to land their shots for now. The firepower still prevailing for Team Secret. Spike has been lost.
Are they gonna stack it again? Try to block the TV?
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know if they can. They're a little worried that he's gonna push that angle. They're just gonna kind of deny it. Yeah, try to deny it.
50 seconds. I mean, what is cover going on? What are Bane's options?
He's got to get to a site.
TP play.
Yeah, that's it. There's not a lot of other hope. I mean, he's got some time. He could just try to work
Sneak
this
through door.
Yeah.
Does he want to go through stairs?
Try to work the link.
He's running out of time.
30 seconds
Goes in
left.
just to check link. It's clear so far. Jeremy spotted. Not quite able to get the initial duel. So
Not
that's it, yeah.
Not
You
bad.
don't have any splints?
Now they're starting to really feel it.
Multiple fingers.
An idea for now.
Finish.
Goodbye.
That's again the thing about Rubble control so far. Both teams making great use of this one spot.
Yeah, it took a while for Team Secret to figure it out, and I mean, this was an equal round, and DRX wasn't even really messing with it. Let's see if this time, though, maybe they try a counterplay, but you know, it's already being pinged out here, so Team Secret expecting some kind of attempted aggression, and there's just too much util for really DRX to do much about it anyway. Trying to make their way through towards C, trying to clear any of that util that they can. They get the alarm bot, but the Nano's still there for NDG, right in that landing zone where the Razes like to go. Wow, that's aggressive.
Flight path does not allow you to head into C. Meanwhile, Team Secret pushing out on the other end of the map too, going in towards A main now. A lobby, excuse me.
And you'd love to get ahead of DRX so they can't put these ultimates into play. Like, if you can do that, if you can shut the round down before it even really begins, that's why they go for a play like that there.
Don't let them set up and everything, but here comes the lockdown for now. Bane setting up for that big push. Everyone from Team Secret is starting to respect this. So easy pathing for Buzz to go through. Catches an unsuspecting Jesse Vash. Forces him to take a seat as compared to the previous round now. Viper's Pit comes up as well. Envy has one of his own. Not quite able to use it for the time being. A Paranoia being sent out by Bane to connect in towards B-Link. Envy now takes a step forward into the fray. Mako just fires down. The one choke point catches onto all of them. Buzz and Bane chiming in as well. It's DRX securing yet another round.
Yeah, and this kind of becomes the problem for Team Secret now, is that the ult cycle kind of favors DRX a little bit, right? With this lead, they can invest a lot into that round, and maybe, you know, if Team Secret's able to pull it back close again, maybe get a few more into cycle towards the end of the half, and get that extra little oomph they need to get over the line potentially. We're getting close to that less than 5 score line, you know what I mean? Like, we're not too far away.
Getting close to it. Not yet. It is already that scoreline. Even if DRX makes it a 13-8, it's already pretty much less than 5. But that said, Team Secret does have a chance at making this really competitive. You still have those 2 defensive ultimates from Envy as well as NDG. Either for a retake or to push them off.
He got an op now for Jeremy as well. So, diligence being done here by DRX.
I always want to watch out for Buzz, though.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, especially with a showstopper, right?
Exactly. Just watching towards door. Jesse Vash trying to gain information, but nobody's there for now. Door opened, tapped again. Morcom knows they haven't pushed into B yet, so it's very likely going to be A. Here comes that showstopper. Oh,
the Prowler
just clips Jesse in the back.
Spike planted.
Great follow-up off the back of that Prowler. Good combo play. Ooh, but Orcum gonna get Bane down.
Alright,
Take hold.
good initial pick. Counter lockdown coming in. Just waiting for the optimal time to peek out. Maybe going for a tap around the door to make them think that nobody's playing around tree any longer. Mako knows that Borkum is there. Still able to find a couple kills as Team Secret tries to rotate back onto the site.
Last player
It's all
standing.
down to Envy now. It's Stax not quite able. Stax shuts down the entirety of Team Secret along with Mako.
Yeah, the discipline here from DRX is just so good. Getting close to the site, kind of working their way up, immediately anticipating that lockdown, falling right back in a tree. Buzz there, again, the combo with him and Stax sets that up. I mean, it was brilliant. Mako, okay, Mako.
That
okay.
was through the smoke. The time, he
That's-
senses it.
Yeah, that's just one of those where you just gotta shrug your shoulders as Team Secret and say, what can we do? You know, when they're reading the timings and reading the pace of the game that well.
Making use of those ultimates. So down to it, 8-12. Team Secret in danger of losing this first matchup now.
I did not certainly expect this to be a 2-0 for DRX. We're one round away from it being the case. See if we can push to an overtime for Team Secret, but I thought, really, in my head, I thought Team Secret, at worst, would lose like 1-2. Because I thought they looked so good at the end of kickoff. Thought they kind of figured it all out, but it's yet again another slow start, that thing that Warbirds was so worried about. And they just can't seem to quite find their footing at the beginning of stage 1.
Because they've always been a team that, does really well when they have tape to study, when they are prepared for it.
Right.
But DRX are pulling out these different plays now. You've got the combo of Buzz and Bane up around Rubble. Even on the attack, they kind of tamper with Team Secret's aggression onto its Rubble. And we're watching it right now as Bane just sidesteps everything with a shrouded step in towards Jeremy. Mako and Buzz securing each and every single one of their own angles. Envy so far has been the hero for Team Secret. Can he do it again? Only for the time being,
Attackers
until
win.
Foxy9 and Mako arrive on the scene. 13-8 DRX opens things up in stage 1, day 1 against Team Secret.
And that's finally the round where DRX decides to challenge that Rubble area. Bane TP's deep. They come in and get a big win over Team Secret. Smiles, and what a welcome to VZT for Bane. Had a very solid performance here today, a great performance on Sunset, solid on Lotus. This DRX team doesn't seem to be missing much swapping in Bane here. And you gotta really tip your cap to the way that he played today.
Yeah. Just the way that they're going into this. I mean, we were talking about it, he's not going to be too flashy. We're waiting for that TP perhaps because he used to be a duelist. It's only in the final round that he actually TPs in towards someone.
He wasn't really doing it much. I mean, he was,
very solid, safe.
yeah, controlling that Rubble, but that's like set plays, to get him that space. It's not like he's fighting for it much.
Well, that's it for now as we head on over to our analyst desk to break down what just happened.
It is all smiles for DRX. Even with a little bit of a shuffle on the roster, you cannot doubt these guys. And they're here to take their crown back.
No, they really are. And look, I got to catch up with Ken Young right before this series began. And one of the things that he was saying to me is that after witnessing Gen G's performance in Madrid, he was seeing that the team was more motivated than they ever have been. They have now been surpassed by another Korean squad. They want to be that team that is once again leading the region. They want to be the ones that get Pacific, get Korea the first trophy. And he said even with some of the swaps, the circumstances, etc., the players were still looking to persevere, and they definitely did today.
Is it just me, or is the energy from DRX, in terms of when we look at the player cam, so different from kickoff, where everybody, Fox and I, is just like, yeah, let's keep going.
Vibe merchants, it just, again, it continues to prove to be so valuable to a squad to be able to just maintain stability, to be able to have spirits remain high, even if you lose a round that, you feel like you really shouldn't, you give up that thrifty, but having just that rallying cry, that energy being maintained, it can help you just get right back into it. So, I mean, DRX not really ever looking too concerned in this second map, even with it being a bit closer.
We've seen this across the board for VCT in general, where everyone is playing at such a high level. And yes, there are strats that go into this, but often the teams that end up taking these trophies, a lot of it is credited to good vibes on the team. Chemistry, good vibes. And you're right, Asra, I've never seen Foxy9 like this before.
Yeah.
He wasn't like this last year either. I feel like his real personality is just out now. And who would have thought Foxy9 was meant to be a Sentinel?
Yeah, it's just truly blossomed, and then there's so much energy from the crowd as well. They say finally DRX, you know, showing what they really have, and Bane just kind of integrating well with the team. And you see, like, I believe that was Buzz. I was just giving him a nice little shoulder tap at the back. Just so happy to see Bane play at that level at this, you know, starting series.
Now, guys, there was a mini game that we had, our own game. And we're smiling from this too. For the Guess and Gain game, where the question was about the map differential. All of us had picked less than 4 and below for the round difference, and it was, I think we were just like smack.
Yeah,
it ended up being perfect. Yeah, so less than 5, and it was right on that mark.
Yeah.
You know, secret, thank you. You got to round 8. You allow us, for myself and Chubby Ninja, to be able to move back up to gold. But I guess for Asteroid, this means that he gets promoted into diamond.
Yay!
So I don't know if we're keeping these like day over day, or if we're resetting it every time. I'm assuming it's day over day.
Yeah.
So this, who knows how far you're going to be able to climb.
This is our season ranking. This is like a new Battle Pass season for
Okay,
us.
so we're going to keep this the entirety of stage 1. So
Right. We got to work on a rank. It's not the best rank.
it's okay.
But I'm glad
we got promoted, but we got right back on the horse. We got right back in there. We got back into gold, and now it's just upward from here.
Yeah, that's right. And maybe Asterai can. I guess
I
you
got
could
lucky.
eventually be our carry.
You know how when you play ranked, you said my teammates carry me? The teams that I voted for carry me here.
Well, they clearly did. And you know what? Lotus was close, but DRX, you know, every single one of their wins was really, really clean. It was undeniable that this map belonged to them.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that I'm going to be curious about, and that we'll obviously be tracking as we go deeper into this tournament, is just how does the performance continue to evolve from DRX? Because it's not like we haven't seen teams come out, you know, with changes, new squad, etc., look hot and then immediately fall off. I mean, Talon is one of those teams that we saw just back at kickoff. I mean, what a huge explosive beginning for them. Governor dropping over, 30 kills. That Breeze just running people down on Neon. And then just kind of fizzling out as we got into the future series for that squad. So I'm curious to see if DRX is going to have something similar here with Bane, or if this actually is going to be a very solid, mainstay, performance from him, where he's going to be able to continue this across all of their series here in stage 1, with Foxy being able to put numbers up like this on that Sentinel role. I have to wait and see a little bit more from the squad, but already I think this is a very good introduction to this iteration of DRX.
Yeah, I mean, we all doubted a little bit, and I'm really glad to see this kind of result happen. Now, Buzz, of course, continues to rock with the Rockets.
Yeah. One play where he was just super aggressive on Rubble, throws out the nade, 2 kills away from a showstopper, gets those 2 kills, follows up with the blast back up over Rubble, gets the kills, and this was all supplemented by just well-timed utility throws from his own teammates. So you really see the coordination that DRX has. Again, let's just put aside that Bane is the new player. It looks like he just, again, has integrated himself well. This means that DRX still looking like that DRX that we know and love, that they're just so good at these kind of plays.
And for me, sorry, I just wanted to highlight both Vipers here, because I think Mako, it's been a little while since we've seen like a really Mako-esque performance from him. This was that. Huge performance out of Mako. Just, 20 and 9. Huge lurk plays, just consistently putting up the clutch. But Envy played his damn heart out from the very outset of Lotus. That start from him was just red hot. It's like 14 and 3 at some point, and just really never gave up. Had the rest of the team trying to pick up the steam alongside him. It was a really great performance from him, so I just had to shout that out.
Yeah, that's a really good shout out actually. I'm really happy to see Mako back in his Viper form because he was such a crazy Viper last year. He's famous for it, and I'm glad to see him kind of back in that action. And you wouldn't even know Bane hasn't been playing with DRX this entire time. He just
But he hasn't been playing Omen.
Yeah, and Omen on top of that. So that was I love all of it, of what I saw today. But Team Secret, on the other hand, we were talking about vibes, and we were kind of observing Secret a bit, and their vibes, I don't know, they didn't seem as on as they normally are.
Yeah, I mean, Envy was trying to hype himself up and the team with that the thrifty 4K that kind of led into something, but it still was definitely, I think, lacking compared to DRX.
Yeah, but you know what? Secret, if anything, when you start to doubt them, they also come back, and that's exactly what happened at kickoff. Now let's talk to our winners. Jen is on standby with our MVP.
Standing here with DRX's Foxy9. Now, congratulations, Foxy9. What a great way to kick things off. Even with the sudden changes, you guys managed to 2-0 Team Secret. So now, the first thing I want to ask you is, how's the team vibe like? And, you know, are you guys getting along? And how's the team coordination going? 팀워크랑 합이 어떤지 좀 궁금합니다. 아무래도 이렇게 갑자기 변화가 생기기도 했지만 연습할 시간이 많이 있진 않았을 것 같은데도 불구하고 좋은 경기를 보여줬거든요.
이제 팀워크나 합은 솔직히 이제 주어진 상황에서 저희는 굉장히 열심히 한다는 마인드라서 솔직히 분위기 같은 경우는 저희는 나쁘지 않습니다. 다들 좋은 상태이기 때문에 그거는 걱정하실 필요 없고 팀워크 같은 부분은 이건 이제 시간이 해결해 줄 문제라서 그리고 팀워크 솔직히 저희 팀에게는 뭐 다 잘해가지고 그런 건 시간 의미는 있는지 모르겠습니다.
Well, first of all, in terms of the teamwork, we're coming into this 5 players all with the same kind of mindset that we give it everything we got. And also, I think given time, our teamwork's just going to keep on improving. And also, we have great 5 talented players. So I think the team synergy and the vibe is going pretty well. Well then, what can you tell us about what's been going on behind the scenes when it comes to who plays what, especially with you and Bane? 그러면 베인 선수와 이제 폭시나인 선수가 포지션 배분에 있어서 좀 어떤 과정이 있었는지도 들어보고 싶거든요.
이제 어떤 과정이 있었는지는 제대로 이야기는 하진 못하지만 이제 베인 선수는 이제 이번에 일부러 콜업되고 나서 지금 첫 경기이기 때문에 굉장히 긴장을 하고 있다는 생각하거든요. 근데 이 선수가 긴장 안 했을 때 샷적인 부분에서도 생각하는 부분에서도 진짜 정말 좋은 선수이기 때문에 앞으로도 많이 기대해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
Well, I really can't tell you much about how we distributed our roles or what's been going on behind the scenes because I don't want to leak stuff. But Bane, today was his first day after he was being called up to the first year scene in VCT Pacific. And I think he was a little bit nervous on stage, but I feel like with given more time and with him kind of warming up, and feeling comfortable on the stage, I think he has more to surprise people with, and he has more to show because he really does have great mechanics, and he also has a great understanding of how to interpret the game and how to play the game. So I think you can expect a lot from Bane in the future. Well, last but not least, we saw you on that Sentinels role, Cypher and Killjoy. How has that transition been like for you, and do you personally enjoy playing the Sentinels? 그럼 이제 폭시9 선수는 또 감시자 역할을 오늘 굉장히 잘해줬는데 어떤 식으로 준비를 했고 또 감시자는 개인적으로 좀 잘 맞는 것 같은지 궁금합니다.
네, 개인적으로 저는 저번 키보크에서도 말했듯이 모든 역할을 다룰 수 있어가지고 솔직히 역할에 대해서는 저는 개인적으로 저에게 의미는 없는 것 같고 감시자 같은 경우는 랭크에서 많이 했지만 이제 연습 때 살짝 안 해본 감이 있긴 한데 그래도 이제 대회나 그런 거 보면서 많이 배웠고 그걸 토대로 대처한 것 같습니다.
Well, as I mentioned in kickoff interview, I can pretty much play all the agents there are, and I don't think the champion pools or the roles can limit me, I kind of transcend the concept of roles. So when it comes to playing different agents, including the Sentinels, I'm feeling pretty confident. And, I played a lot of Sentinels in ranked game as well, but when it came to practicing with my teammates and kind of bring it up to a form where I can play it in a pro level, it was there was a lack of experience. So I tried to make up for that by watching a lot of VODs and trying to learn a lot of lineups. And I just feel like I'm having so much fun and I'm feeling confident with my new role. Well, thank you so much, Foxy9, for the interview and best of luck in the future.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was Foxy9, everybody. And now with the end of the interview, I'm going to toss it over to the desk.
Well, that's our vibes guy, Foxy9. And here are the standings now after today, day 1 for the Alpha and Omega groups. We got our 2 teams also winning their first championship points.
That we do. Big wins there for the side of the DRX and Zeta, taking that first step towards champs here in stage 1. So here's to see how everything is going to, continue onward. Obviously, we get to see, maybe some wins from the side of Alpha tomorrow as the action will continue. We got 4 straight days, so who knows what's going to happen across all of these matches as we get to see every single team.
Yeah, so far there has to be some sort of answer from Alpha here because all of the losses are on the Alpha group.
Yeah, I wonder if there's gonna be a little mini competition here between the groups. There's so many games happening here at the in the Pacific League. All right, up next tomorrow is gonna be a pretty exciting day as well. We got Bleed and Talon. Of course, we got Paper X and T1. Do you guys are you guys excited for one?